All right, guys, so we're just about ready to go on with our NBA Jam single victory run with 40-watt range. Now, before we start the run, there's something I'd like to say. This guy, this dude right there, sitting in the chair, was about to show you some very entertaining basketball. This dude. Basically, we've had our fair share of misadventures here at DreamHack Austin 2018. The first big major issue we ran into was customs wouldn't let us our equipment through. That being said, I always give credit where credit is due. And this guy probably saved the show because at the 11th hour, we were out of a capture card because rental equipment, everything, all that cool stuff. Our technical specs are very specific. We couldn't find the one thing that we needed. And he actually had the capture card we needed, and he lent it to us. So we've been running the entire marathon, everything that's not HD, all the retro consoles, everything that basically runs on a composite signal basically was thanks to him. So I want everyone to give the hugest round of applause for 40-watt range. He saved the show. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You're the real MVP. Seriously, very stand up guy. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Let's hear a round for NoReset for actually getting this going on.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so what we have here is Super Nintendo NBA Jam single victory quickest. So first with the options, we're speedrunning, so let's set the timer to very fast. Computer difficulty to very easy. I put tag mode on just to know where my guys are. Computer assistance off because it'll actually screw the run up for us, which you'll see shortly. So timer will begin when I select my actual team. I picked Charlotte because back in the day, Charlotte was the cool team. Nothing about it other than the colors. I think it was like 5th grade or something. People sometimes will pick it because you need 3-pointers that are terrible. It really doesn't matter. So timer at 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. So we have a small window here to get through this really quick. All right, otherwise that adds a couple seconds. So most speedruns are usually involved with someone who can play a game very fast, very well. Well, this speedrun is avoiding the game completely. Anything that stops the clock or the ball in play will stop your clock. Like that, for instance. I wasn't paying attention to shot clock violation. So that will slow, add a couple seconds to time. We have it on very easy, so it becomes kind of a joke. All right, so they got one. I have to win the game, so at least let's get a 3-pointer. So you may not believe it, but I actually have the world record on this game. About 6 minutes and 21 seconds. I'm getting torn up.
You're getting bodied, man.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Very easy. All right. So the more it turns into a basketball game, the worse it gets, actually. This is sad. All right, so let's get back to playing this game how you're supposed to with the speedrun. Doing nothing. So essentially you sit here till the shot clock hits 4 or 5. And a perfect game would consist of only one score and hitting it right at 0.
So this is basically a 90-speed game.
It's literally avoiding the game.
So you just got to wait faster.
Mm-hmm. And get in everybody's way. And here we go and wait. So usually on very easy, they'll just chill until the shot clock is around 4 or 3. And that's all you want to do. And then pass it back to your guy and chill. The one thing you'll notice is there's turbo drawn out. There's manipulation. If you wiggle back and forth, it'll actually generate the turbo faster. Which, I mean, how does that help? I don't know. I guess you can shove people down and get your ball back quicker. So the Super Nintendo port of this game is probably actually the worst one. I grew up playing it on Sega CD where there was enough room to actually have all the good effects like Boom Shakalaka and all that good stuff. Pretty much you don't have any of that here, and you get a really bad shot clock timer versus the Genesis, which is a lot better. Cool thing about this this game, though, at least in the arcade, is this kind of what gave birth to Big Head mode. All right, so I'm losing right now, so we at least got to pull this out to win.
So I have a question for you. Seeing how you're running this game, would you consider running Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey on the N64?
I haven't even played that game. Probably not. I have a love with the Jam Hits and Blitz games. Let's see.
NHL Hits is amazing.
Yes, I love that on GameCube. That's a good example of the computer doing nothing. Oh, by the way, it's my boy Phil on the couch. He's just chilling.
Not just him now.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, essentially, if you can make it to where only you get one goal right at 0 and nothing else happens, you got a perfect game. No one's really going to take that away from you. On my world record, there is 2 shots by myself, one of them accidental, just one of these random three-pointers that went in, and then the computer got 1 goal. As you can tell, there's a little bit of street ball rules with NBA Jam. So you don't want them making shot. There you go. As long as it doesn't leave their fingers before the buzzer, because that just wastes more time. So as ridiculous as it seems, it actually becomes quite addicting trying to get a perfect game on this. There we go. All right, so we're winning.
We're just one fatality short of having Mortal Kombat on screen right now.
Yeah, I mean, same people made the game.
Yeah. It's midway, right?
Yep. It's kind of the one arcade game that came out in the middle of all the fighting, the arcade fighters that actually took some love away from that.
Yo,
Still gave you a way to go against your boys and.
Yeah, back in the days, Midway had a hand in a lot of arcade games. It was crazy.
Terrible shot.
Terrible shot. That's what we want. Very entertaining.
Terrible shot.
Sometimes you can even get in a pattern where you don't even use your other player. You just rebound your own shots from corner to corner.
Terrible shot.
Like that. Or I guess that would have gone somewhere. Just waste the time now. And that's time. Sorry. I should have warned you. 6:34, 33.
6:21.
Yeah. And that's NBA Jam, a sports game you can speedrun.
All right. Well, that was special. That sure was something.
Sure it is.
But there's a lot, to be fair, there's a lot of micro optimization that probably doesn't show. It's not as easy to see it unless you run the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just trying to keep the ball away from them, and with the poor graphics, it's kind of actually hard to tell where in the plane you are. So
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
All right, well,
Cool.
one more time. Let's hear it for 40-watt range.
Thank you all. You have one more run left, guys. Hat and a trick. Let's at least get to 1,500.
1,500 would be nice. So that's pretty much our end goal for today. $1,500 for donations for Child's Play. It has been a tremendous experience here at DreamHack. Austin 2018. Why do I keep saying 2016? It's because we're playing a hat in time, so time is kind of scrambled in my mind right now. But Flare Bear is coming up. Any percent, a hat in time on PC. We're setting up right now. is going to be... A Hat in Time is a beautiful game, by the way. It's probably one of the most anticipated indies of last year. So I would highly recommend you watch this run. And Flarebear has been putting a tremendous amount of time practicing backstage to bring you some new strats that were discovered just recently. So a lot of that stuff you probably haven't seen. So stay tuned. We will be right back.